I'm gonna prime the pump, see what it's gonna do. Oh yeah, it started right away. Okay. Alright. So actually, if you give it some couple of pumps, it's gonna be fine. So if you give it actually a couple of turns, then it's kind of starts fine. So yeah, that's gonna be a fuel bleed down problem in the fuel pump area. Yeah, so I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit, and I'm gonna take it over there and we'll start working on this baby. Alright, I'm gonna quickly go under the car and check which pump it is. That's not working. This is working. Okay. Oh, this is working. That filter. It could be just the check valve that's bad. Alright, so this is the pump I'll be installing, the Bosch pump. Right here, it actually says made in Czech Republic. Alright, so that's gonna go on. And I also got this check valve. These check valves they go out pretty often, so I'm gonna replace that. And I already removed that cover, and there's my pumps. I'm gonna remove the pump that's behind this pump. So I'll do that, and then we're gonna try and see if that helps. That should help actually. Alright guys, some update. So as you can see, I installed new fuel pump. Alright, everything is reconnected. Sorry I didn't show you the process, I was kind of in a rush, but I'm gonna go over it right now really quick. As you can see, I replaced this check valve, and this check valve came with the new fuel pump. I actually got 4 new washers. So basically I didn't have to do anything with the fuel hoses or anything. I didn't have to like kind of pinch them, because I removed this one and some pressure came up because I unplugged the fuel pump relay when the car was running, so some of the fuel pressure was kind of gone, and when I did that, the car shut off, and I unplugged the battery, the negative of the battery, so the battery is unplugged. Make sure you do that before you replace anything here. And then I started unplugging, removing these are 17mm. You hold this check valve with 17mm and you undo these caps. Okay, they also have a washer right there, but I didn't get that in the kit. I just reused these ones. And yeah, after that there's gonna be some kind of pressure that stayed in here, just gonna come out, so just make sure you wear safety glasses. And after that there's just gonna be some fuel dripping out, but it's not gonna be like pouring out, so don't worry about that. And what else I was gonna say? Yeah, so that's pretty much it. The clamps are tightened down, and I can just go plug my battery in, start this baby up, and then see how it is, see if it's still a long crank. But first I'm gonna have to probably run it for a little bit. I'm gonna check for leaks, of course, and then I'm gonna shut it off and wait like 40 minutes, and then I'm gonna try to start it with the first time, and hopefully it's gonna start right away. So we're gonna see. Here's the old fuel pump. It's actually original. And this is the check valve, the removed from another fuel pump over there. So alright, the car is running. Okay, appears to be no leaks. Alright, so these are gonna be, I'm gonna put the cover back on and everything. Alright guys, so this is good to go. Fuel pumps, everything is good, no leaks, and I put this cover back on. It's held on by this one bolt, one screw, and then there's another screw right there, which is kind of hard to get to actually, and there's one more on that side. So yeah, basically you know, this isn't a bad job. So yeah, just make sure you're being really careful when you do this job, you know, make sure there's no fire, or I mean there's no like spark or anything that can potentially do something crazy and catch the car on fire. So just be careful with that, and yeah, everything else should be good. I'm just gonna drop this car right now on the ground, and what else I was gonna say, yeah, we're gonna wait a little bit, and then I'm gonna try to start it with the first turn of the key and see if it starts. Alright guys, so I'm pretty excited. The car actually started right away. Sorry I didn't get that on the camera, but literally I just turned the key on, the lights come on the dash, I give it a try, and it just boom. Basically it made like a one turn, but no problem, you know. Before that I actually couldn't start it, like for, I don't know, like you would have to turn the key back off, back on, you know, for so many times before it would start normally, or you would have to crank it for a long time. But right now it's good, you know. I added some oil to it, so it's gonna be good. I'll probably have to take off these valve covers and inspect everything, replace the oil thing, the oil kits. There's the camshaft has like tubes for the oil, so I would have to do that. Like that's like urgent, so I'm gonna go and order the parts, the part of the valve cover gaskets and those oiler kits. So you know, this engine is not like so perfect, but you know, I'm still happy. You know, I'm gonna be working on it and figuring stuff out, and also learning at the same time. So, and I'm just excited. This is a really nice, beautiful example. Really nice car. 1990, guys. Can you believe that? It's just amazing. So, alright, so here's what I did today. Replaced the lug bolts, replaced the fuel pump and the check valve. Actually I just lubricated all this stuff, the door hinges and everything, and replaced those holders for the visors. What else I did? Yeah, I mean, that was the main point today, is actually I wanted to take care of that problem. So it looks like it's good. So, oh boy. So next time I'll have to, I'm waiting on these headlight doors. I'll replace those, and the car is gonna look much nicer. I put a different cap on it for right now because that one was leaking. So you can see the camshaft spoiler tube. Alright. So yeah, I'm just gonna close it up for now. My main thing was to replace that pump today and to make sure that, you know, you can start the car normally every time when it's cold. Alright. So here it is, no leaks, everything good. Alright, so I parked it back in its spot. I'm gonna let it sit for probably 1.5 hours or 2 hours, and then I'm gonna demonstrate how it starts. You guys can see it. And then another thing is, you guys are gonna be wondering why I was working on the car over there. It's because you can see a lot of leaves here and stuff, and it's kind of nasty. It was snowing a little like a couple days ago, and right now everything is just dripping. Snow is melting off, and it's nasty, you know. So I didn't want to work over there, so I brought the car over here. And also I wanted the car to kind of just chill here in the sun. We had some sun today, and you know, just kind of like get dry and everything. And also it's kind of like better for me to work on the concrete than just on this thing. So I could park it right here or over there, but I didn't want to because of these trees. A lot of junk is falling off of these trees, unfortunately. So, but yeah, just did it over here, and it's awesome. And after I started, we're gonna see how, you know, she starts, and then after that, before I go home, I'm gonna put the car cover back on. So, alright guys, moment of truth. Has been I think a little more than 1 hour. Let's try to start it. Turn the key on, and that's it. I'm starting it right away, as you can see. Okay. And as you all remember, it used to start like, I don't know, you would have to crank it and crank it before it starts. So that's it. The problem is fixed. It was a long crank because of the well, the fuel pump was probably still okay. It's just those things that they're called, there's two check valves, you know, next to each fuel pump, and they actually go out, and you replace them, and that's it. The problem is fixed, you know. But I just decided, okay, I just decided to kind of, you know, like just buy that fuel pump, and that's okay, you know. You saw that fuel pump was original. So anyways, the most important thing for me right now is just this thing. I'm actually really happy this thing is running, and it's you know, it starts right away, and you don't have to worry about, you know, like turn the key off to on. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Alright, I'm gonna shut it off. Alright, and what else I did is I put some lubricant on the key. It's actually a special lubricant, and then I went all the way around the car to all the key cylinders, and I just kind of worked them in. So, and I did the same thing to the ignition cylinder. So everything is going to be nice and lubricated. It's going to last a lot longer. Yeah, and right now I'm just going to leave this cover on and that floor mat. And actually, when I ship this car is going to be is going to have this cover on all the time. So as you can see, I still have to figure out the radio and stuff, but that will come. We'll see if I have time. If not, then I will do it, you know, in Lithuania when I go over there for vacation. But right now, that's all. I'm gonna lock up the car, and I'm gonna put the cover on, and all she goes. Alright guys, so that's it. She's going to sleep right now. Alright, the cover is back on. Sorry if it's too bad of a lightning. Trying to make it best for you. Yeah. Well, there's gonna be some dirt on it from when it was sitting, so you can see all the trees and everything. But yeah, most important thing that this baby is all good. She's happy. She's gonna be going to its homeland soon. I'm pretty excited, guys.